Welcome back to the 2-hour news show for our special Idul Fitri edition. And since it is in the midst of Idul Fitri celebrations, Hans, oh yes, I almost forgot.
I'm a bit distracted by this stew and some
and sambal, yes, potato sambal.
Oh,
this is like a staple.
So good.
I know, we can have more right after this, but still regarding, celebrations about Idul Fitri, we have our own celebrations here in the studio. But not only that, our friends and families in Thailand, where Indonesian citizens in the country celebrated Idul Fitri or Eid 2025 on Monday. And the community celebrated Eid with warmth after Bangkok was badly affected when the 7.7 magnitude earthquake shook Myanmar on March the 28th.
Yes, we just spoke about it a couple of days ago with my friends here in the studio, how the earthquake was actually happening on Friday. I was flying out of Bangkok on Thursday afternoon. So my flight was actually at 8 p.m. and then less than 24 hours, the quake happened. So it was quite a shock for me listening to that, because my friend, some of my friends were still in Bangkok at that time, but thankfully they were okay. And we are now connected with Indonesian Ambassador to Thailand to know the situation there, and also Idul Fitri celebration with His Excellency Rachmat Budiman to find out more. Minal aidin wal faizin, mohon maaf lahir dan batin, Your Excellency, from Jakarta, Indonesia.
And good afternoon and happy Eid Mubarak for you two all.
Eid Mubarak, Your Excellency.
Yes, and Excellency, as Hans mentioned before, of course we have just celebrated Idul Fitr, but as we all know, Thailand was also affected by the earthquake that happened on the 28th of March. How did the Indonesian embassy celebrate the Idul Fitr there?
There's Indonesian embassy in Thailand, as also always every year we organize Salat Eid Idul Fitri congregations in our compounds. We have a huge compound where there is also a soccer field. So the Indonesian community coming to our embassy and to have the Salat Eid congregations in our embassy. There was about more than 2,000 Indonesians coming.
And also, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm mistaken, there are about more than, is it 2,000 Indonesians living in Bangkok at the moment, or in Thailand in general?
The exact numbers, frankly speaking, I don't know the exact numbers because many Indonesians when come to Thailand, they didn't report to us, and then they're leaving also. They never report some of them. But in accordance to our notes, there's about 2,250. But I'm sure that is more than that.
Is there anyone of our brothers and sisters, Indonesians in Thailand, affected or fall victim after the earthquake that shook Bangkok a couple of days ago?
Thanks God that until today we haven't received the information that Indonesians citizens have a casualty, but only one or two they have a problem with the resident apartment, because many apartments cracking, and then they just evacuated to the hotel for 1 night and 2, so and then come back again after clear.
And then for the celebration itself at the embassy, Your Excellency, as you mentioned before, every year there are celebrations, but are there any different ways of celebrating it this year, especially regarding the earthquake which happened?
Exactly the same, because now the situation is already come back to the normals. Even 1 day before the celebration of our Eid Fitr, the BMA, the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, is already organized the musical performance in one of the biggest park in Bangkok, Lumpini Park, to show that Bangkok is already normal. So the titles of the musical performance for public at that times were Bangkok, we are okay. It means that everything is already fine.
We are okay.
But at the same time, also Bangkok Metropolitan Administration is also checking all the damages building and to assure and that safety for living for the the citizens here.
Okay, Bangkok, we are okay. So
Bangkok, we are okay.
We can now be rest assured that our families, our brothers and sisters in Thailand are all okay as well. And speaking of Idul Fitr, Ambassador, we have right here on our table opor and sambal kentang, right?
Yeah, I could actually see, Mr. Ambassador, Sarah has been eyeing on these dishes.
I know, especially this one right here.
Yes, I'm going to get that. But I don't know, how is it in Thailand, particularly in Bangkok, where you are celebrating Idul Fitr? Is there any different customs or cultures? Since we know in Thailand also, if I'm not mistaken, there's one region of Thailand called Suratani, if I'm not mistaken. They are big in Muslim populations as well. Is there any similarities or any unique celebrations that probably affecting the way that our brothers and sisters of Indonesians celebrating Eid there in Thailand?
As you may be aware that the Thailand's most of them are Buddhist, but the second one is Islam. Islam is the second one in Thailand, and most of them are living in the southern part. So Bangkok is one of the city where the Muslims also living here, and more than about 168 mosques in Thailand and in Bangkok especially, all over the Thailand is about 2,500 mosques. So especially in the southern part of Thailand, the celebrations of Idul Fitri is almost the same with Indonesia, and especially in Bangkok, we Indonesians together here in embassy celebrating this Salat Eid, and then followed by the social gathering. And we open our residence for them, and we prepare also the special traditional food. It is not complete of the celebrations without traditional food of Indonesia.
Yes, so, that's right.
Yes.
So we found rendang, lontong sayur,
wow,
and a special, very traditional food, special for the celebrations of Salat Eid and social gathering.
Yeah. We can only imagine how happy, and of course, you know.
You can see the North Indonesians preparation of praying in our soccer field.
Yes,
there's more than 2,000.
More than 2,000 on the soccer field. And then mentioning about the special food, the traditional food, rendang. I mean, even us here in Jakarta, Indonesia, we miss those food because it's not something that we can enjoy every day, right,
That's
Ambassador?
actually true. Aside of the health concerns of consuming it every single day, but this is actually a special thing. But also, I'm sure that it is not a difficult thing to find all the ingredients for Indonesians' feast dishes to cook there in Thailand, since we also share a lot of similarities when it comes to cuisines with our brothers and sisters in Thailand.
Candle peanut that we cannot find here, so we brought it from Jakarta.
Oh, especially brought from Jakarta. But Ambassador, we also heard that since in Thailand is now approaching or entering the summer season, the hot season, you also served a special Thai ice cream or a dessert dish at the embassy?
Wow.
At the time, yesterday, yes, we invite the street vendors. We invite the street vendors to come to our celebrations, and it's free for all the Indonesian citizens who come to our embassy. There's about 6 ice cream vendors coming to our embassy, and it's free for all.
As someone who have just got home from Bangkok, the street vendors brought to the embassy.
I'm telling you, probably Mr. Ambassador would know more about it, but I'm telling you, I just came back from Bangkok not more than 3 days ago, 3 to 4 days ago. Bangkok is quite hot, and all the street vendors, when it comes to ice cream street vendors, they all look delicious. I have to say that.
Something we can look forward to, especially for the viewers.
Come and enjoy the hot climate in Bangkok by drinking the ice.
These days, it could reach up to 38 degrees Celsius. Wow. Imagine that. You go on a BTS or MRT or something like that, or you get very sweaty and very steamy when it comes to the hot. So, Excellency, before...
Especially the Songkran Festival.
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
Songkran
right.
Festival we will come.
Yeah, that's
we come
right.
just in the middle of this month. Until to 12, 13, and 14 until 15, there will be the celebrations of Songkran Festival.
Yeah.
And at that time, it's very hot. Like last year, it's about 42 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
So can you imagine? So we splashing the waters and everything's here.
Well,
and especially around the embassy. The embassy is a prime area of celebrating the Songkran Festival. So let's come to Bangkok.
Yes, in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, Songkran will take place there in Bangkok, and people will go there, and hopefully it could ease the pain of the people of Bangkok, particularly, and Thailand generally, after the quake that shook the neighboring country, Myanmar, affecting Thailand. Your Excellency, thank you so much for sharing with us all the festivities
once again.
Thank you. And once again,
Yes.
mohon maaf lahir batin and happy Idul Fitri, Ambassador.
Sama-sama. Sawadee krap.
สวัสดีครับ ขอบคุณครับ